Hey, hey, hey!
What's up out there?
What is going on?
All right, me here, the whoop whoop out in Triggerland.
We're not really getting some
No.
really bad dips
Man,
here.
Optima got to step their game up, man.
Yeah, so we'll see how this goes along.
We're trying to run a national show here.
we're trying to be upstanding folks.
Yeah.
So guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a part of our show. We have a bunch of stuff that we're going to be doing, so let's see. Before we do anything,
Yes.
I've been learning from, my son is watching all these YouTube channels, so
He's coaching you?
He's coaching me. He's telling me, oh, you got to make sure you got to put the Facebook thing on and make sure you do the subscribe. So for Facebook, guys, thank you so much for all the likes. I really appreciate it. Guys, thanks for
Yes.
just being on and supporting and giving all the love that you guys do.
Share
Thank
the
you so
page,
much.
like it out.
Yep. So we got that, and then oh my goodness.
Uh-oh.
No. Got the subscribe button. We just have to click on it, and we gotta go with it. So guys, thank you so much. Please, we're good. Please subscribe, guys.
Like,
share, click the little bell so you guys get all the features and know when we're posting something up.
Yep.
So really, really important. Again, guys, thanks. Try to support us as much as you can.
New content coming.
Yeah,
New
all the
content
time.
Coming.
I'm putting content up every week, so
Yes.
we got stuff going on.
New content coming.
So guys, thank you so much again. Thanks for being a positive push in our show, in our subscribes, in our YouTube. We
Yes.
got 3,800, almost 4,000, man. So we have a special guest today. Shihan Andrew's going to be on. So let's get ready for the show.
Yep. Whoop!
Back on the main page.
Yeah, so we got advertisements. Shifu was already on.
So, Shifu, how are you, sir?
Shifu's on the. I can't see my face here. Yeah.
You can't see?
I can't see. I want our guest of honor to have.
Well, you should be able to slide over.
There we go.
And I should be able to slide over.
There we go.
Well, we'll put him right here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you should be able to slide over even more. I mean,
it was the camera.
Yeah, but if you set all the way back, you should be able to.
Oh, there I am. All right.
All right. I'm gonna try to slide over a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, we didn't have our stage hand set up the stage.
Yeah, no, it's one thing. I gotta be close because I'm blind as hell here. So, without me being too close, we're gonna be screwed. So let's switch this over real quick, guys. So type yes to 631-496-4286 if you guys have any questions about online classes.
Yes. Our Zoom is working. Our Zoom is blowing up.
Yeah, we got people from all over.
All over the place.
Florida, Brooklyn, Arizona, California, Texas.
Yes.
Got people from all over the place. So I will be doing Zoom forever because I am a good Jew. And I know what's good for me. And you guys should know what's good for you.
Yes.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
We got stuff to advertise.
Oh, we got loads and loads to advertise here, guys. So here we go. Sifu Raul is going to be doing a straight sword GIM set.
Yes.
It's going to be a 2-day seminar. September 26th and 27th. September 26th is going to be Sifu Raul teaching the GIM. He's going to be teaching sword play as well as the form. And on the 27th, I'm going to be teaching, or we're going to be teaching, lion dance, guys.
Chinese lion dance.
So 4 hours of the lion dance, 4 hours of the GIM. If you guys have any questions, inbox me or just text me 631-496-4286. I'll give you all the information. I'll give you all the lowdown, the prices and everything else. There is a page. Go to the events page, check it out. Hit the click going button, not the interested button. If you're not going, don't go. Don't put interested because it doesn't make me feel any damn better. So click go or not go.
Yes.
No interested nonsense,
Yes.
please, guys.
It's like that box with the girl. Yes, no, or maybe.
Yeah.
You want to go out on a date.
Yeah. It's either yes or no, goddamn.
We don't want no maybes.
I don't want no maybes. So if it's a I'm interested, don't bother at all.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it, but yeah, I'm just not into that.
Yeah.
So
what we got next, man?
We got Masters Unite, 6th annual Masters Unite, November 21st, 2020.
Yes.
I heard it from the horse's mouth. He said that it was going to be November 21st, so I am letting you guys know.
And the horse is here.
And the horse is here. So if you guys have any questions, inbox him, Shihan Andrew, and he's at UMAC. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on Instagram. You can find him just about anywhere on the internet. So definitely.
As you should.
Yes. Yes. So definitely check him out. We got... Go ahead, shoot.
5th annual Sandar seminar going down in this piece. October 24th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4 hours of Sandar goodness, man. You're going to be getting in. You're going to be getting grimy. You're going to get... you're going to get your cookies toasted. We got nice mats this year. We got nice mats, so nobody's going to get hurt. You know, disclaimer, if you get hurt, you got to sign that waiver. You know, and Shihan is like, certificates?
No goddamn certificates. I wasn't even looking at him. Nothing. Sparky Robinson, what's going on? Yeah, no goddamn certificates.
No certificates. Your only certificate is you don't get nothing broke on the way out.
Yeah, and if you do, you would never hear.
Yeah, you never hear.
So
there's no flash photography.
No,
you know, it's a great time, man. It's open to all styles. We have people from all different types of styles that they can come and take and learn. We go and learn from everybody. That's where martial arts is supposed to be. So get up off your ass. Stop being, stop crying. Take your thumb out of your mouth. Get down here and do some sandar.
Period.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right. Let's. I think we're pretty good.
Yes.
Let's move on.
Ooh.
And if you listen really close,
I can hear it.
You can hear the ocean.
Ooh, gonna be nice and tranquil today.
Yeah, I was really stressing out today, so I really need this. So without any further ado,
can I change this a little bit?
Change what?
Where's this? It's this. You make it a little. Is that us?
No, dude. What are you trying to do?
I'll make us a little wider.
All right. No, don't, because we have stuff that we're putting up.
Well, you got stuff already.
We got stuff that we're putting up,
right.
Kind of like this. This is for anybody that doesn't like my YouTube stuff.
You said you was gonna be tranquil about it.
I am tranquil. I think Stu is pretty tranquil. So yeah. So guys, any trollers on my stuff?
That is he, Larry, us.
Don't bother leaving messages because all it does is just get me mad.
Yeah,
So,
but that's the nature of the beast.
Yeah,
man.
no, I know. So that's why we need the space because I'm going to be putting stuff like that up all the time. So without any further ado, Shihan, come on over here.
Yes, sir. Come
have a seat. Woo. What's happening?
Hey.
So, and see what I did?
Like
I actually moved it over a little bit so that we all can...
That's awesome.
We're all kind of huddled. Now, we're all at different angles.
Yes.
So we don't have to worry about COVID.
So, you can say, I'm kind of 6 feet apart from you, and you're kind of 6 feet apart from me.
Yeah, it's all,
trick
it's all trick photography.
Trick photography, yeah. So you're not even here now.
No, I'm not even here.
Not even here. God damn.
Oh, goodness. So... How are you, sir?
I'm well, considering all the stuff going on.
Yes,
I'm well.
Yes.
One of my first questions is how's the school doing? How are you doing?
We're doing all right. I can't complain. We're doing pretty good. It's not the same, which is frustrating for us. We're used to a certain way, certain thing, but I can't complain. I'm making it work.
We're all making it work.
Now, my question is for you and for you. Because I want to be like the outside person coming in. Do you feel like you have to change your business model a little bit?
A little bit.
To adapt?
This is what I got to say to the business model.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I got to say to COVID and to the business model. All right.
Oh, my God.
See, that's why I wanted to have this like this the whole time. I could put stuff up the whole time I'm here.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So anyway,
I'm liking this side of the show.
Like this, man. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. Cobra Kai never dies.
Oh goodness.
Shit.
Go watch that show. It's a good show too.
Me and my wife had binge watched it,
yeah.
and we're almost done, and we were up till 4:00 this morning.
Yeah.
It's contagious.
And I had to be here at like 9 o'clock. It sucked. It was so bad.
So yes, not to take away. So You feel like you had to change your business model.
Yeah, we working like, and me and the other instructors are just we're frustrated because we love the self-defense aspect.
Yes.
Yeah.
We love the self-defense aspect.
Contact.
The fighting. Yeah, the
grabbing somebody by their
applications.
neck. I'm sorry. I mean, doing self-defense and stuff
Feeling
like
the
that.
flesh under
feeling
the
the flesh
fingers,
under
you
the
know?
fingernails. I know.
Yeah. So now we're sticking to more of the old roots, karate, the kempo. I mean, I'm digging back into stuff I haven't taught in 10 years at all. I'm like, forgot it was in the handbook of stuff or whatever. But the kids, the teens, and even some of the adults are liking it because they're newer.
Okay.
And so the model's working for them right now, and we want to introduce stuff slowly when we can, and we're preparing them. So we're building that anticipation. So they're eager to start the jiu-jitsu and self-defense aspects. We're building it up.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that
Awesome.
nice?
I like that.
Yeah, we're advertising our Black Sash Society.
Yes.
Zong Shur, how are you, sir?
Socials on.
Zong Shur's on. We got lots and lots of people. Want to say hello to Zong Shur,
Sifu
Yadi,
Wilfred?
Sifu Wilfred. What's going
Oh,
on?
yes, sir. I thought I saw Coach Gomez on there too.
Sifu Wilfred, give me a call. We got to set up. We got to come down and hopefully you can start doing some of your classes here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've opened up
Yeah.
some space for him.
Forgot about
Ooh, that's
that.
nice to me.
Yes.
Spark Robinson, what's going on? Shihan Andrew, he's super live on here. What's going on? Sifu Raul, thank you so much for being on here. Seth, what's going on? My wife, what's going on, baby? Lorraine, thank you so much for being on here. Sifu's on here. Gregory Violetti, what's going on, brother? Hope everything is well. Hope to see you at Masters Unite. Mike Kent, what's going on, brother? Hope everything is well, little brother.
Be safe, bro.
And Penny's on here. Penny,
Yes.
what's going on? Hope everything is well.
Yes. Her daughter is a student in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Her
cool.
daughter's a student in Florida.
All right. So,
So-
we're advertising our Black Sash Society.
Yes.
Hopefully we can get this on the way and going. I'm really excited.
Yes.
See for
Anything that's worth having is going to take time to get
Yeah.
off the ground, and and it's a good thing to join because it's kind of like Angie's List of the martial arts.
What is?
This.
Oh, our show?
No, the Black Sash Society. that too, but the Black Sash Society is kind of like Angie's List. You want to have something where you can say, oh, is this school good? Is this school for what? The platform of the school.
Yeah.
What kind of curriculum are they teaching?
Is it a grade A? Is it grade A?
Grade.
Grade A chuck meat.
Yeah,
school?
or is it a C school or whatever it is?
Or is it is it a Taco Bell school?
Is the bathrooms clean? Things like that. So it's open to all schools. There is criteria.
No McDojos.
Huh?
No McDojos.
No, they don't do. But it's a good organization. And it's a good selling point, and it's something that people, Shihan, are looking for martial arts, but they don't know what to look for.
Well,
They don't know what questions to ask.
These schools are not welcome. McDojos and Burger Quans.
Burger Quans.
Nice.
You like that, right?
You know, it's funny. I just had a guy.
Look at that, Burger Quan.
That's awesome. I had a guy give me a call from California, Fresno area,
Oh, really?
asking me to help him find a school.
Oh, that's awesome.
In California?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Now, we know what to look for.
Yes.
There's red flag signs for
Yes.
us.
Yes.
And
But
I-
you couldn't tell them specifically
No,
what
I
school
can't
to go
tell.
to.
I told him what schools to stay away from and,
Yes.
and when to inquire and how to inquire.
So Sifu Raul wrote a society that will help hold accountable martial arts schools. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very excited. Can't wait to be a part of it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's cool.
Look,
I kind of need. I can see it better from over there. You brought it here. I couldn't
Look,
read it.
I gotta hold it like this.
Yeah.
I gotta get this like super close so that I can read everything.
Oh.
And I got glasses.
And a lot of times, like the people that
I got glasses for my glasses.
damn. And a lot of times, people who message Sifu online for those comments and stuff like that. Oh man, I wish you were here. Wish you would. Do you know any schools comparable to where you are, where I live? No.
But no, but so now
But,
check,
it's hard.
But check it out, because now when people say, "Oh, well, I can't train because I'm all the way in, wherever," and you go, "Sure, you can, online Zoom." There's nobody has a goddamn excuse anymore. All the excuses are gone. Because you can train online.
Mm-hmm.
We're training online. I have students that are training online with me with regular classes. They can hear me. They can see me. We can interact.
Mm-hmm.
You see it.
Yes.
And it's constantly going. We have 10 people in class. We've got 8 or 9 people online. We got a full class.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I have a question. Another question for you, gentlemen. Notwithstanding you changed your business model, obviously there's no touching, there's no flipping, there's no smacking people in the mouth as of yet. Do you feel, and I'm asking like devil's advocate, do you feel like your skills are kind of waning because you haven't sparred or do this or actually touched hands or threw people around? Do you feel like your skills are kind of waning a little bit?
I'm going to put that on top of your head because you're acting like devil's advocate.
That's awesome.
You got. Oh my God! You got stuff for everything, man.
Isn't that cool? That shit's cool, right? Well, no. Well, go ahead. You answer first.
Well, I'm gonna say no for us.
Well, I said no first.
But I'm gonna say no. Wait, can I say no first? You can say no first. I'm gonna say no first after you said no second first. Because we know the application, we know what it feels like. We can almost anticipate what the person's going to do and how they're going to react in the first place. So, like a good billiards player is moving shots ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to think about what's going to happen after this person punches or whatever. I think we have an advantage on most people that are training, but the ones that don't have it or can't feel it are at a deficit. They're not going to be able to anticipate what those movements are going to do, what the body mechanics are going to do, whether they hit somebody or they get hit. So we have an advantage to stay sharper, I believe, because we need to now open up our scope of thought, on top of the actual mechanical part.
I see.
But now the other people, I don't think have that ability, because we got to kind of transfer that to them a little bit.
So what you're saying is because of all the years that you've been doing it, you've internalized those feelings. So even though you don't have it, it's there readily for you. That's pretty much what you're saying?
I think so. I like the way you said it.
What about you, Shifu?
I'm going to say that, so I'm lifting 3 days a week. I'm running and I'm hitting the bag 3 days a week. And I'm doing 10 to 15 rounds when I hit the bag, and I do my running after that as well. So I'm keeping myself in fighting condition, going over my techniques, going over my drills, hitting the bag, working my drills, and keeping myself as frosty as possible. So even though I'm not connecting with people, I'm still working my drills. I'm still working my speed. I'm working my power, and I'm still doing my rounds. So I'm keeping my body where it needs to be. The time that we've had being in lockdown should have been a time for us to work out and to strengthen our bodies, and not to sit on the couch and gain 30 pounds. And unfortunately, today's society sat on the couch and gained 30 pounds, and now they're more sick because the masks are on their faces. They're not used to having all this bacteria flying into their faces and being absorbed into their body. We're always cleaning our hands, so we're numbing ourselves to the bacteria. We're actually hurting ourselves a little bit. So I think that the fact that we're out right now and we're out in the open and we're going to stores and we're doing stuff like that, I think that's helping. I think the fact that everything that we're doing as far as in class and being around people is good. When you're outside, you can social distance, you can have the mask off. So I think that's all good as well. So, eventually we'll be getting back to being, having contact with each other as far as, physical contact. Right now, all these McDojos are loving it because there's no contact and there's no...
But I do see a lot of the McDojos that are more fitness-based, they closed up.
True.
Well, I've read, which doesn't mean a goddamn fucking thing, but I read that like over 36 to 38 schools on Long Island has closed up.
I know at least 5.
Yeah. I drive past one going to work every day, and it's more fitness based. It's a martial art, but it's more fitness based. And it's been closed.
There was a Shaolin Kempo school on Horse Block Road. They closed up.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
man.
Yeah. So there's a lot of schools that are closed up. And again, it is what it is. And I feel that it's an advantage for us because now we can when the schools close, those students don't know where to go. So now we might have an opportunity to show them a different way of training, a different route. And I think because we have the basis of fighting, weapons, and all the other stuff that we do, we're not limited to just doing kata. We know how to do fighting drills. We can really add the fighting drills into our repertoire so that we can teach and not have contact.
Which has been the argument for traditional stylists since the age of time. Is that all you guys do is kata. You guys don't know how to apply it. You guys don't know how to do this. All you know how to do is one step. You know how to do this. And I think, that is true to a sense, but they're not picking the right schools where they need to see what they want to see.
Yep.
Because they got to go like this.
Oh, you got to sit through
and swim through all
the nonsense,
all the swampy muck to get to.
There's a lot of people out there who do kata or just forms because they don't know the fighting applications.
No, they don't.
Only know that.
Yep.
And then when somebody asks them, what is this movement? They come up with some crazy idea that almost doesn't make sense to somebody who knows what's going on. And I'm like, that's not right.
But unfortunately, most of the majority of people out there don't know what's going on, and that's why they're in the school in the first place.
Right.
And that's the big problem. That's a big problem.
We have that discussion all the time. Like, why do some schools focus on combat? That's all they know is kata. They don't know how to do the fighting. Well, why do some schools only fight? Because they don't know the core principles that got into the fighting. They just want to scrap it up, and they don't know what's behind it.
Yep. There's got to be a balance.
Has to be. But like you said before, I think schools like yours and ours and the people that we associate with can adapt and flow to any circumstance. Like you said, I didn't stay home and eat potato chips and whatever when half the world was. I was at the dojo. Even though it was locked down, I had my dumbbells, whatever weights I had. If I couldn't find weights, I was using those rubber bands. Try to find something, make magic happen.
Yeah, man. Me and my
you
wife.
You look good, by
Thanks, man.
me and my wife and my kids.
Can I hold my phone number up just in case people are watching?
I can get something going. I could hook you up.
I mean, it's tough, to maintain it, and it's harder to work out at home for some people who are certain situations, And I'm attached to it because I have a little room that's smaller than this.
Yeah, but something. But
But I may do.
You can make do.
I can make do.
Anybody can make do.
It's not impossible. It's tough.
The excuses.
I know you just want to hear shit from nobody.
No, dude. The excuses are so abundant.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Oh, I overslept.
You're right, and here's you got to find the right motivation for that situation. Like, some people who do work out, they're like, oh, the gyms are closed. All right, I'm just going to stay home. Oh, I got the bike there. I'm not riding that. I don't feel like running. Because they don't have that motivation. Maybe there's not somebody counting on them or something they're looking forward to. I know when I have a goal I want to hit, nothing's stopping me. But if I don't have that goal or maybe even that one voice, like you check up on me, you call me, I'm like, you know what? I got to keep up with this guy. That's my motivation.
That's my motivation.
Right? You know what I mean? Not everybody has that. Maybe they're the father or the mother of the house, and that's it. They don't have somebody motivating them or a reason to be motivated.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I find that more prevalent than not.
Right.
They don't. Because some people, I would love to get in shape,
but it's a lot of work.
Right. Right. But for you,
I want to lose 20 pounds.
But for you, like us, we've grown up being in that world, and there, I can't remember a time where I wasn't doing something or wasn't fit unless I was out hurt. And same thing for you. But what I try to explain to you is there's a lot of people who never grew up like that, who grew up unhealthy. So for them to, like you said, to start with, they don't know what to do. They don't know. They don't even know how to have the motivation to even start, unless there's someone who takes them and says, "No, dude, I'm going to help you. Come on.
That's why you go to a dojo or
I mean,
Kung Fu studio.
A lot of people don't understand what people go through like that.
But I also think that, I guess, being a martial artist and being competitive and everything else, like, I went to the doctors last year and I got my checkup and, like, I failed my cholesterol. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God. Yeah, then he was like, I got to get it down.
So it was like 2 years ago, I failed my cholesterol, and she's like, oh, you're not going to have to take pills and this, that. And I was like, fuck that. So I went home, and at that point, I started lifting, and I was lifting.
You need motivation.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
You had motivation. You didn't want those pills.
I was like, I'm not taking those pills. I'm working out. So I got motivated. I got my wife motivated. When I'm not motivated, she puts on a sports bra, I know we're going to work out. You know, so I rely on her to motivate me too. So we bounce back and forth with that, and we motivate each other. But I was like, fuck that. I'm not failing my tests again. You know what I mean? And that's what motivated me. Yeah. And I'm taking apple cider vinegar. Now I'm doing tuna fish twice a week, and then exercising, and I'm doing everything else. And I dropped my total cholesterol is at 135. So now I'm below.
Wow.
I'm below. I was bad. I was up at like 200, and I dropped it down to 135. And my good cholesterol is good, but and my bad cholesterol I dropped 30 points.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, fuck that. I'm not taking pills. So I passed my test.
But see, now you're the problem with modern medicine. They want us to take these pills. They want us. They want to push more on top.
I'm not
of you.
taking that shit.
God,
I'm not taking that shit.
And then somebody for me is like, I grew up as a lazy kid. I did. I grew up as a lazy kid, and I really didn't understand what motivation was until I met this man.
Shifu wrote, champions do what losers don't.
Yes,
it's true.
Yeah.
And then once I was in this school and around the culture and what it, not just to be motivated, because people can be motivated, but the problem is people are not self-motivated.
No.
To do it to get to that point where you just want to do it without anybody saying, come on, man, come on. And that was, for me, that was a big lesson that I had to learn when I was younger, how to be self-motivated. Because I was procrastination.
You're not born with that.
I was the procrastination king, man.
I was only that way in school.
I was the procrastination king. But I learned that from my training, how to be self-motivated. Not just be motivated, but be self-motivated. To have that, because I never had a competitive attitude before until I got here. And then I was just like, fuck that.
It's funny because I've been to some of your classes and the Sanda seminars and stuff like that, and I kind of think we do the same or similar. The teachers are teaching from a positive aspect and pushing in a positive way that it almost becomes a pattern ingrained in them. Because I noticed when I had somebody help a newer person help a person just walking in, they almost said the same things I would have said and boosted that person up. So it is contagious. That's why I think more people should train in a legitimate martial arts school.
Yes.
Because you're just going to help everybody.
Yes. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I do find that somebody said about martial arts in general, even though it's not a quote-unquote traditional or hard style where you're going to be fighting, there is some semblance where people can benefit from their training because they're thinking about martial arts. So even if you're training in McDojo or Burger Kwan or training traditionally, everybody's training in martial arts, even though they're not getting the same benefits or any kind of benefit in terms of self-protection and those, but everybody can come up. And if they're doing good business, and we should be doing good business as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna say, because I did a seminar at a school in Colorado. It was a Taekwondo school, and
he's smiling.
And here's the kicker, right? I go, and this place is jam packed, wall to wall, and 90% of them are black belts. Now, I went in there, I'm not going to lie, I went in there a little bit nervous because I didn't know any of these people, and I'm like, all right, so what do you want to do? Bum, bum, bum. And they're like, we want to learn this, we want to learn that. And all right, so grab a partner and bring them over, and then everybody just step back a second. What do you mean grab a partner? And I'm like, you guys never worked out in partners? Oh, yeah, we worked in partners. They all ran away, came back with the paddles. I'm like, no, we're going to use each other. I'm like, we don't touch each other. I'm like, wait, what? You guys are all black belts. And they're like, yeah, so we don't touch each other. I'm like, so how do you know any of your techniques work? And this went on and on and on and on. Now, here's the problem. If they ever get into a fight, they're all doomed.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But now, what you're saying, and I kind of agree with it, so I'm not approving McDojos for any reason.
No.
But they're not.
Don't mistake
right.
what I'm saying, that I'm approving.
No,
I'm putting a stamp on McDojos.
No.
Yeah.
But they're off the streets. They're doing something beneficial to themselves. I mean, it could be yoga or Pilates or ballet, but they're doing something.
Here comes the dark side of that coin right now.
No, so it's not. is the scratchy Jewy side of the coin. So this is what I'm going to say to that. If you are teaching just the art aspect of it,
Yes.
let people know what they're learning. That's all. You know, when you walk into McDonald's, you get McDonald's food. You're not getting,
Applebee's.
sirloin
Prime
steak.
rib.
You're not getting Texas Roadhouse stuff. You're getting
I
McDonald's.
agree 100%.
Right? So if you're going into Burger King, you're getting Burger King shit. So if you're training at a martial arts school, and this goes for the instructors that are out there, do the right thing. Make sure that what you're teaching, the students know it's more art formed and less martial, and that they might need to go somewhere else to learn the martial aspect of it, or vice versa. That's what I think.
So Shifu said it's important who you surround yourself with. You can lift or pull you down.
Yeah, that's right.
What we need to understand from McDonald's is what they're doing right.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's true.
That keeps people coming in.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's true.
Yes.
And then so we can't hate the players. We got to hate the game.
Yes.
And we got to work.
Don't hate the game. Just play the game better.
Well, but that's so we learn from what they're doing and teach it the right way.
Right. And
So we learn their advertisements.
And I also
Because what did we do with the website? You
Yes.
trolled on everybody else's websites, and you
Yes.
trolled on all the McDojo websites,
and took all their marketing.
and took their marketing that they paid lots of money for,
Yep.
and we used it. Fuck all y'all. We used it, and it's working.
Yes. Yes.
I think I have to check out your website.
It's not illegal.
No.
We trolled. We looked at what they were doing,
How
and
they
we,
were doing-
and
how
we
it's
made
part of
it
the
better.
game.
How they were presenting it and things like that.
And we made it better.
Yes.
And we're teaching real stuff.
Yes. And I also know I've seen people who want to train martial arts, but don't want that work aspect. Definitely don't want to get smacked in the face, but still want to train in martial arts. I've met people and I've seen people like
Absolutely.
that. So I guess for those people, that school is the best place for them.
But they should we have to just make sure. Be honest and let them know what they're learning. Like when you see Shin Ming, you go to Shin Ming school, right? If you go into that school and you go, I want to learn how to fight, he goes, no, we don't teach people how to fight here.
Yes.
He tells them right off the bat.
You will teach you how to be a better person.
Yeah, you want to learn how to fight, go down the road. And he'll tell you that. And at least that's being honest.
Absolutely.
At least it's being honest.
I had 2 kids recently come into the school from a different program. I don't know if it's real martial arts or not, or whatever, but when they came in and they supposedly reached high level, and one kid was a black belt, and I almost felt bad telling the mom, I'm like, listen, I said, here barely fits in the middle. And that's with the limited knowledge he has, not that he's got to catch up on what we got. And I felt bad telling her that, and she was like, yeah, I kind of had a feeling. And I said, I wish that person was more honest with you. I mean...
Well, we've had students coming from that in our own system, coming from different schools, and when they come to us, they had half the material. They had half the material that they needed for their sash. So there was a problem. There's a problem at that point.
Half the material and their basic skills were less than half.
Yeah.
They were less than half.
That's even worse.
But you know what the kicker was? That really chapped my hiney? The parents knew it.
They really did?
They did. The parents knew it. But because they didn't want to drive an extra 10 minutes down the road, and the kid was happy and getting belts,
honestly,
they just kept it.
Honestly,
it's
20 minutes.
It's
20, 25 minutes.
But still,
you're right.
But how many of your kids are in sports?
Yeah, and how they'll drive for fucking hour and a half.
Traveling baseball, traveling soccer,
Yes.
ice hockey. People who spend money on ice hockey is insane.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's nobody wants to bring their kid until their kid gets bullied and smacked in the mouth and beat up, and then they bring you their kid that's already broken, and they're like, here, fix this. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people out there watching this
Yep.
who are affiliated with whatever school or whatever are putting the message out there. Rather refer somebody to an awesome school that does the right thing that may be a little bit further away, because you can guarantee to feel good about it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, at one time there was 12 schools in a 5-mile radius of mine. 12 other
Yeah,
schools.
dude, you have a school like literally like 100 yards away.
Yeah, literally.
Literally, you could throw a
Literally.
stone right
Yep.
at the school.
And
That's crazy.
you know, and again, I try to be as honest as possible. People come in like, I want to do kickboxing. I'm like, do you want to learn how to kickbox, or do you actually want to fight? And people don't even know what they want.
Yes.
Nah.
Like, I want to learn how to fight. I'm like, all right, so that means people are going to hit you in your face. Are you sure? No, I don't want that. I'm like, well, every fighter gets hit in the face.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be the best fighter in the world. You're getting hit.
Yeah.
You hear people go, "Oh, I do cardio kickboxing. I'm good."
Yeah.
And no, you're not.
No.
You might be fit. You could probably run away.
Yeah. And scream.
Yeah, you could probably run away.
Not lose breath.
Yeah, that's good.
It's a strange world we live in.
Oh man.
So, do
It's
you
good.
find for you are in your area, because you do have a lot of.
He's got a lot of people. He had Gao.
Yeah.
He had
Oh my God.
He had the brothel. He had the brothel around the corner. He's got Dre 100 yards away.
Yeah.
There's another school right next to Gao's. It's got a yellow and red yin and yang, and
Yep.
they teach something there. So there's another school right there. You're not saying a word, but I'm
I'm not advertising if it's negative.
Yeah. There's another school there. So that's just like off the top of my head. There's like 3 or 4 schools right around you.
Absolutely.
Do you find, because they're in close proximity, that they're doing business, you're doing, because McDonald's and Burger King, and I have a McDonald's and Burger King that are right next to
They
each other.
always do,
and they do equal business.
That's because technically our competition is not the other martial arts schools. Our competition is the baseball, the soccer, Boy Scouts,
Yep.
and all that other stuff.
Yep, I agree with
see.
that. And Sifu Raul tells me, and so does Zhongshe, he says that in China, the schools are they're stacked on top of one another.
Different schools.
Different schools. The different martial arts schools are like right on top of each other, and they all intermingle and they all train together, and it's completely a different thought process
The whole mindset's different.
than it is here. Yep.
Yeah, and ego has a lot to do with it. And, you know, even growing up to the schools I went to a long time ago as a kid, it was always, we hated the school down the road. Always hated the school down the road.
Oh, dude.
And why? Because the teacher that we had, or whatever, was either fearful, jealous, or envious of their talent, their money, or their students, and or
Vice
scared
versa.
about their lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's what it all came down to. If they were even honest with themselves, the whole world would probably be different.
Yeah, well, that goes without saying.
Don't talk to that guy. He's from that school.
Yeah.
Don't talk to that guy.
Oh, I gotta tell you, we had a spot, right, 'cause in Sachem back in the 80s, we had a spot where we would meet other schools on a Sunday, and it was in an industrial area. I remember, we used to go all the time, and we would bring truckloads of people.
Really?
And it would be like fights against, like Sachem against, like, William Floyd and...
Oh, those fights. Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
People bringing bats and all sorts of shit.
Oh, yeah.
Man. It was crazy.
They were huge. I know we had a few at Longwood.
Yeah, Longwood was another one, man. Yeah, man.
Sachem was a good fighting school.
Yeah, we used to, and it was...
That was only a few years ago because we're kind of young, right?
Yeah, you're kind of young.
Yeah, they don't do too much stuff
No,
like that.
No.
No,
Because
no.
somebody's going to fight. I mean, not that we were fighting fair. People bringing, high caliber weapons nowadays.
Yeah, but even though, as you got all these millennials, it's like, you hurt each other's feelings, and it's
Yeah.
like, it's posted online, and it creates a,
Yeah.
creates a catastrophe.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, back then, and you had a fight. You were friends after.
yeah,
You
it was...
You might not be best friends, but you had respect for one another.
There was respect, man.
Yeah,
There was
mutual
totally
respect.
respect, and you wouldn't have to look over your shoulder for the most part after you, like, shoved somebody in a locker and, it was done. You know what I mean? You never really had to look over your shoulder because they were going to do a drive-by and shoot up your house. or
Exactly.
something, So,
A whole different world.
yeah, man. Yeah.
And again, I'm going to promote martial arts again because, we teach that kind of stuff, that thought process of the do's and don'ts and what ifs all the time.
Yeah, I would say that, before, because I see there's been a lot of violence, and there's a lot of growing violence, and I think now I think it was always a good time, but now is a really good time to get your child involved in self-awareness, to be aware not to be in certain situations, to not be blind to just being not worrying about the environment and walking around and being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Right.
Well, not just that, but also when you're in that situation, because a lot of them do, they don't know how to handle it because the parents don't know teach them how to handle it.
Well, of course.
And back when we were younger, somebody messing with you, your first sentence was not go to the teacher. Your first sentence was, "Well, they fuck with you, then smack them in the mouth."
Yeah, no.
That was your first
First
sentence.
thing was I'm seeing you after school at 3 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you over in the playground at 3 o'clock.
But I mean, as a parent.
Yeah.
As a parent, that was your first sentence. Well, if you mess with you again, you smack in the mouth. Nowadays, it's like, oh, well, you make sure you go to the guy's counselor and we conflict resolution and we do this. And for the most part, you don't want to promote violence anymore. But for the second part, you don't want your kid coming home, with their underwear over their head and stuff.
Well, that's the whole thing, though, right? So I mean, my first fight, I didn't want to get into it, and I walked home and I went inside, and my father said, "Nope, go outside," and he locked the door and he said, "You knock on the door when you're done. Win, lose, or draw, you're gonna face this." And I beat the kid up. My father made me a chicken pot pie, so I was good. That was my first experience.
Similar one. I had a guy down the road wanted to fight me, and I ran to my house. Yeah. I ran to my house. I shut the door. My mom was sleeping on the couch. "What's the matter?" I go, "Oh, these kids want to beat me up and fight me." She's like, "Why are you here?" It's like, "Get outside, handle this." I'm like, "What do you mean handle it? There's two of them."
I don't want
to. Get outside. She
I don't
kicked
want
me out
to
of the house.
Yep.
We went, and one guy grabbed me from behind. I kicked the guy in front of me, and they let go and apologized.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Great, thanks, Mom."
Yeah, similar situation. I was always, because I came from a school when I was younger. I didn't look like what I looked like. I looked like you. I was like looking a little white kid when I was younger. So
I can't see that.
Dude, I'll show you.
Dude, you gotta show me.
I'll show you pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
A little white kid.
I want him on the
really
show
tight
on the
curly
corner.
Yeah,
hair.
really tight curly hair. And I grew up in a predominantly,
People
African
must have
American
thought you were a
neighborhood.
Jew.
Yeah, man, and it's just like, and I used to get picked on a lot, and then I was the type of kid I was like introverted.
Komovitz. We'll call you Komovitz.
Komovitz?
Yeah.
And I was introverted till you got to a certain point, and then it was just boom. And then I remember my first fight, and it was, I don't even remember what it was. It was something stupid. And it was like, "I'll see you at 3 o'clock." And he went to the back in the playground behind the school, and you have this whole like situation where everybody's like, "Oh, they're fighting, man," and you have a crowd of kids around you, and they're like, "Yeah."
And that was like shit like that builds character.
Yeah, and it
they
lasted
don't do that no more.
No.
It lasted all of 30 seconds.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yep.
But it's like, I remember back in the days with my, with the teachers and stuff, and the teachers had so much more leeway. Like our gym teacher, I remember somebody was starting shit in the cafeteria, and the gym teacher picked this kid up and dumped him in the fucking garbage head first.
No shit.
No shit. Now, he would have been.
He
lost
his job
He
for
would
that.
have been sued. He would have went to jail. There would have been a whole bunch of stuff. But you know what? That kid was very well behaved for the rest of the school year.
Yeah, I can remember being in grade school, and you know how teachers were when you're chewing gum in class. I can remember, and I'm sitting there doing my math homework, not smacking away, and all of a sudden I got yoked up by my shirt and pulled over to the garbage can and like this, "Spit that shit out! Spit it out!"
and they can't even touch you anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the kids could do whatever they want to do. They could yell, they could scream, they could throw chairs, they could do whatever the fuck they want to do. And teachers have to let them do whatever they got to do because it's all self-expression, and let them just express themselves.
Man.
And unfortunately, this is what we have.
And then when they find a real person, real confrontation, they don't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember those teachers, they weren't young people. They were elderly people yoking these kids up. Dude. My wife was telling me a story where she knew this lady who was a teacher, and she taught in like Queens or something. She was up on the table. Like swinging at the students or yelling at the students or whatever. Like she was controlling the students, and she was an elderly lady, but she took no shit, And unfortunately, we've taken that away from the teachers, right? So now the kids have all the reign. The kids can do whatever they want to do, and unfortunately, that's the problem. And I do remember I went home and I told my mother what happened. she went to the schools, and I was like, well, he did this, and then I got my ass whipped after that. And she's like, oh, what well, he was doing this in class and doing that in class and doing this in class, and but now it's flipped. It's like
it is.
They just opt to believe, well, the teacher don't like me. Oh, okay, well, what'd you do? Nothing.
Yeah, right, exactly, nothing. You did nothing.
You did nothing. So you're telling me this college graduate who went through all this stuff and teaches for a living and has put themselves out to teach kids because of their love for teaching, because a lot of teachers
aren't making the money.
Aren't making money.
They're not making
this
money.
is zeroing in on you, and you didn't do nothing in the whole time. You're telling me, that's what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Nah.
Wrong answer.
It's true.
Yeah, man. And that's, you know what? That's just it's a big problem what we have in today's society. Society really needs to buckle down, and we really need to figure out.
I start back at zero.
Yep.
Grassroots.
Yep. You know what? Get rid of all your black sashes, start all over again.
Oh, you've done that.
I did that already.
11 of them.
Yeah.
A lot of my training brothers.
Yeah, man. We got rid of 11
A
black
lot of my
belts.
training brothers, man.
Got rid of them and start over.
No,
got rid of them.
Wow.
Put that size, whatever you got, right up their heinies.
Yep, got rid of them. And started all over again. And you know what? It was the best thing I ever did. It was a lot of work to get back to where I am, but it was the best thing I ever did. Best thing.
Yeah.
Best
it was, back then it was, because he was a young instructor.
Yep.
A young instructor. And
Still
when you're
a young instructor.
Yes. Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, but back then, when you're just starting out, you're full of energy, and you have to love so much, and you want to not just to teach the martial arts, but have them feel what you feel for the martial arts. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No matter what type of character these people have.
You want to give them so much of your heart.
And dude, he gave them so much, to the point where we would go to places and they were like, all right, they're gonna take all the fucking medals. And we weren't even that good. It's just because we were so well prepared and we just had so much stuff to pull from.
So much heart, so much love, energy.
But their characters as they grew up started to come out.
Yeah.
And this one wanted to do this one pulled here, this one didn't have enough integrity for this, and yada, yada, yada. And it was just one by one. It was just boom, 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 boom. And then it was like, well, you're not teaching the right thing what we're learning. We should be doing this.
Somebody that's been in the art for like 3 years or 4 years telling me what we should be doing. I was like, yeah,
Isn't
we're
it
done.
great?
Yeah, we're done.
And it got so bad to the point where he actually had to go on the floor because you know how people are when they don't have that. They do this behind, but they do that in front. It got to the point where it's so bad where he went on the floor and had an open challenge in front of everybody because you can't start pointing fingers. You can't narrow it down, so you got to blanket everybody. You know what I mean? So I've been hearing some people been talking a lot about that I don't know what I'm doing or whatever. So if anybody I'll say, hey, you motherfuckers want to get up and see what life is all about, you get up, and everybody, it was crickets. Tweet, tweet,
I'm
tweet,
sure.
tweet, 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 tweet. But after that, they were still chirp, 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 chirp behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's like society is right now.
Yeah.
They'll all talk, but they put it. They got nothing to back it up.
Yeah. So unfortunately, in that kind of situation like that, there was only one way to fix it.
Yeah.
Was just like, oh well, we got to part
cut
ways,
out the
man.
disease, man.
You
Cut out the
did
disease.
that perfectly.
Yeah.
Most people be afraid to do that,
Nope.
and it just causes more turmoil, more chaos.
No, I would never, because you know what? No matter what you do, and no matter how good the school is, there's always going to be that cancer. There's always going to be that destruction of the school, right? It'll always be a little smoldering ember that will just eventually just consume the whole school.
I've asked a few people to leave after a speech.
After
a speech.
Asked a few people to leave.
And it's funny because, like you said, once you get rid of that element, even the ones that are on the fence, like, you know what, I'm not going there. I need to go back.
You walk in and it's like, it feels, the school feels so much better since you did it. You're scared to do it, but once you do it, you feel that much better that it has happened.
100%.
Really. Yeah, man.
And
cut that shit out.
You guys love
snip,
what you
snip,
do.
snip, snip, snip.
You guys love what you do. You love how you do it. But at that time when those people were there, wasn't it like one of those, like, what am I have to deal with today? What
Yeah,
kind of
pretty
crap
much.
am I going to do?
Yep.
What
Pretty
fire do I
much.
have to put out?
And
Makes it stressful.
I was hearing every time these students, they'd be like, yes, Shifu, yes, Shifu. All I was hearing is, fuck you, Shifu, fuck you, Shifu, fuck you. And you can hear it in the back of their head, and they're like, yes, Shifu, yes, Shifu. And I'm like, you just want to Hulk out and just yoke them.
And I was kind of like in the middle of it because I was a little older than them, but I was kind of like in the same class.
Right.
You know, so, but I got them together. I said, guys, what are you doing? You know, it's like, oh, he's this, he's so unapproachable. You know, he don't want to advance the style. He don't want to do that. I was like, guys, we only been training for 4 years. What do you think you know? You know what I mean? And to the point where it's like, and I would tell him, I was like, dude, guys, he'll get rid of you. He don't care. He's like, see.
Right. So no, I was damned if I do, or
And
damned if I don't.
And I warned them ahead of time. I said, guys, I mean,
And I was telling Fred, I'm like, Fred, I'm getting rid of them. Oh, no, don't do that. Everything will be okay. And I'm like, no, we need to get rid of them. No, give them a chance. And then I was just like, I got to a point, I'm like, you're all gone. That's it. That was it. I'm done.
yeah.
Threw my hands up. And you know what? Since I did that, the school has been wonderful. The school's been great. This school has been running for 30 years. It'll be 30 years in October.
Wow.
30 years.
You know, and there's little things that pop up here and there. It's not totally perfect.
Oh, yeah, no.
But you know, you recognize the signs, and you just go
Stomp that
and
shit out. The
right
minute
out.
you
It's
see
like,
that little ant, you stomp
you know,
on it
they
immediately.
go to him. Well, Shifu, I think.
Nope. You can take that, I think, put that in your pocket, and walk the fuck out to school. I'll talk to you later. There's no I think. Just do it.
Goodness. So sometimes they come to the point where they don't even talk to him. They come to me and say, well, you think he would like this? I'm like,
Nope.
No. Well, let me run it by him. Let's see.
We could put this in the school and we could do that. Nope. Nope.
Oh goodness, yeah. They want one of the students want us to have a juice bar in the school.
A juice bar? Really?
I start sounding like a juice bar.
Like
a juice bar.
Like Jamba Juice?
Yeah, like a juice bar.
Like you find it in like a gym.
Juice bar. Really?
That's funny.
Does it say LA Fitness on the top of my fucking school? Fuck out of here. And how long did that person last?
Oh, that was like
They're
15
gone.
years
Yeah, they're
ago.
gone.
Just having that question, you know they're not going to last.
No, it's, we could do this and we could do that. No, stop. Just train.
I like
That's
when
all.
people are like, have you ever thought of, yes, I have, a long time ago.
Yeah.
Won't work.
Yeah,
Yes, I have. It won't work.
well, maybe you could. No, I thought of that too. Trust me. Like I've done everything. He can contest.
Yeah.
I sold everything.
Oh my God.
I sold. You know those fighting fish. You know those little beta
Oh,
fishes?
yeah.
Oh man, I called them Shaolin
my
fighting
God.
fish.
No.
Dude, I was selling Shaolin
Oh, my
fighting
God.
fish. I did it all.
You know how many of those he sold?
Shaolin fighting
He
fish.
sold. Oh my God! It was like, I'm like, what are you doing, dude? He's like,
Shaolin fighting
Shaolin
fish.
fighting fish.
Get ninja fighting.
I called them Shaolin fighting fish.
I'm going to get only black ones. I call them ninja
I
fighting.
Oh, my
I'm telling you, you
God.
could do it. I sold them. I did whatever I had to do to make money, dude.
I remember
was
that.
hustling
Yeah.
back then.
Oh my God!
I was
That's
hustling
great.
back then.
And people were buying that shit, man. People were buying it, and they liked it. But it was just like, I was like, what are you buying?
And then you have that extreme, and then we're also selling beads, right? So we get the beads from the monastery. So people would leave them, and he picked the motherfucking things up, and he'd clean them, and stick them back in the shelf, and sell them again. Does anybody know where my beads went? Nope.
you have more if you want.
That's awesome.
And then-
That'll teach you something.
This one
And
looks
then-
like mine.
And then with the beads, what we would do, we would like burn like symbols in them, and then we
sell-
would like custom
Custom make them. And then
custom
sell.
make them, and
Yeah.
then sell them for a higher. You want the regular beads, or you can have the custom
The
beads.
custom beads, yeah, with our symbols of the school.
School
We used to
and-
burn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, we did it all. We did it all.
Oh,
I can't
God.
believe some
I
of
can
this shit.
remember that.
Some of the shit that we sold, I can't believe I did
remember
that.
that, man.
Yep.
I remember that.
On that note, folks. Oh wow, down memory lane. It's 9:03.
It's done?
It's done.
What? I
So-
just got here.
I know. So guys, thank you so much for all the feedback. Shifu Wilford, thank you so much. Barry, what's going on? Thank you again.
Master Worthy's on.
Us.
Master Worthy, thank you for being on.
Yo, he's He's working hard, man.
Yes.
He is working hard.
Although I think he was just away on vacation, maybe Cancun or something.
No, not too hard right now.
Yeah.
Sifu Raul, thank you so much. Zongsher, thank you for being
I'm
on.
jealous.
I really appreciate my teachers actually watching and supporting. Guys, again, try to support us on our YouTube channel, Authentic Shaolin
So
Kung
you got
Fu.
all the socials up there, man.
Yeah,
Everything up there.
Just check out right there.
Right there.
So check it out, guys. Thanks again for being on. Thanks for all the support. God bless for all the instructors out there that are working so hard.
Listen, support your school.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
not about the style. It's about the school and the message each style is trying to impart. So see right here, we're a melting pot right now. You know, we're a melting pot right now. You know, so you got white chocolate, you got caramel,
Sexy chocolate.
caramel express, right here, right, and you got Mr.
You got the pirate.
You got the pirate right here. You know what I mean? So, and we're here promoting each other's style, promoting love, promoting events.
Promoting the
Yeah.
love for martial
And
arts.
love for
and
martial
Tahiti.
arts.
I've been to, I think, all the Sanda seminars.
Yes, you have.
And
And
you
they're-
haven't received the goddamn
I
certificate
know.
yet.
I'm getting one. And they're always awesome. I always learn something. We have a great time. And
Yep.
again, you talk about the support and that positive
Yeah,
energy and that
Masters
motivation.
Masters
Always.
Unite, man.
Yes.
Masters Unite's going to be
I love
awesome.
going to Masters Unite, man.
Oh, Santiago's on. How are you, brother? Hope everything is well, Bian.
Hey, Bjorn, how are you?
So again, guys, thanks for everything. Thanks for being a part of. Thanks for sharing.
So now that we're saying that, I want more instructors to call us up and be like, you know what? I like what you guys are talking. I want to be part of the coalition. Because a lot of times I come in and it's like, yeah, did you call this person? Yep. Person didn't want to come on. Oh, person didn't want to do this. Person didn't want that. And mostly, I think it's because the instructors are confident in what they teach, but in terms of they don't have that. They have that dinosaur mentality.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just want to sit there and be. Students will come to me. I don't have to. Yeah. And we're way past that.
Absolutely.
Way past
Yeah.
that. So instructors, get off your asses. You know, I'm talking to you respectively. You know, get off your asses. Call us up. Get interviewed. Get that fire in the air. We need people knowing who you are, what style you teach, because eventually what's going to happen is shit's going to shrivel up, and then it's going to be like poof, and it's going to be gone.
But imagine if all the good instructors out there actually shared, actually cared, how great our society would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, imagine all the medical people doing the same thing, or all the lawyers doing the same thing, or all the teachers doing the same thing, right? So it's not so far fetched, but we just have to really start to pull together, and we've got to start in a small school, start in a small group of people.
And our platform is based on integrity.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
the other
Yeah, but-
professions I get, but
But look at all the martial arts schools out there that have no integrity.
well,
Again, it's just like every other. It's like every other industry out there, right? You have the good ones and you have the bad ones, and the bad ones outweigh the good ones by a long shot.
absolutely.
By a long
Yeah.
shot.
The only difference is, you know, the product you're giving them could get somebody's ass whipped if
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
without,
Without
a
a
doubt.
doubt. Without a doubt.
But I know that I, for one, feel better being around energy and people that inspire me and motivate me. You guys do that for me. You know, whether
So-
I come here,
We appreciate that,
yeah,
man.
I'm serious.
So, guys, on that note, just remember: strike first, strike hard, and no,
No
mercy. If you guys get a chance, check out Cobra Kai. It was a really good show.
Yeah.
They're not paying us to advertise,
Nah.
but they should. But that's all right. So, guys, again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. Thank you guys for caring so much. God bless everybody out there.
Thank you for our special guest, Shihan.
Yeah, Sean, thanks
Thanks,
for
guys.
coming, man. Thanks for being
Yeah.
here.
Always willing to come on.
Yeah,
At
never-
the drop of a dime.
Yeah,
no one's
man.
like, well, let me check my schedule. Oh, what are we gonna be talking about tonight? I don't know. I gotta set up my points, my bullet points, and stuff like that before we can go online. And
Well, you know,
Yeah.
some people are sham wowed. That's all I gotta
I was
say.
like,
Some people are sham. Hold on, ready? Sham wowed. So on that note, guys, God bless everybody out there. Thanks for training so hard. Train real, get real. Talk real, get real. Do you want Pirate Jitsu say it? Say Shaolin out.
Shaolin out.
me.